This week on Thingamavlogs, the theme is Peter Pan, and needless to say, I am crazy stoked to be guesting on the vlog. So for me, I had to think about what do I want to talk about that's Peter Pan related? And the answer is everything. But then I thought we probably don't have enough time to talk about everything, so I narrowed it down to a simple question, and that is, who is Peter Pan? Literally, Peter Pan is a fictional character that was created by J.M. Barrie in about 1902, so that's like 100 and some crazy years ago. He's old. After his appearance in that novel and the popularity, J.M. Barrie actually adapted that character into a play, and then adapted that play later into a novel. The focus, of course, being Peter Pan's adventures with the Darling family. That same story became incredibly popular and was adapted in a variety of ways, but today I really want to look at three specific ones, and mostly because they're the only ones that are any good. First would be Walt Disney's 1953 Peter Pan, an animated film that is amazing, perfect, everything you've ever wanted out of life. I agree. The second one would be in 1991, the movie Hook. Amazing. Peter Pan as an adult, having to figure out what it meant to be a kid and why he became an adult and go back to being a kid to save his kids. It's amazing. If you haven't seen it, stop watching this vlog, stop interneting and go watch Hook. Just go. And then the third one that I'd love to reference is Peter Pan in 2003 with Jeremy Sumpter, because that film is incredible and does such a wonderful job on playing on all the nuances of the character of Peter Pan and the things that he has to deal with and struggle with and kind of what makes him him. The reason I chose these three films in addition to the original source material is I feel like they all paint the most complete and really the most honest picture of the Peter Pan character, which in my opinion is incredibly robust and very dynamic. He's not all hero and he's not all villain, but he's kind of a lot of both. I mean, from the villainous end, if you think about it, he's incredibly selfish. I mean, he has people tell him stories about himself. He makes no effort to remember anything, and he just believes openly that, yeah, maybe I'm not that nice, or maybe I'm not doing something for you, but watch what I'm about to do because it's amazing, and you're gonna be crazy about it. And I guess to his point, most people usually are. Even as he's inviting Wendy to Neverland, he's really kind of flirting her out the window. If you look at it, he's telling her about, oh, you're gonna see mermaids, and you're gonna be able to fly and meet the pixies and all these things, and kind of wooing her to come with him. And then when she goes, oh, okay, this sounds great, and she gets all excited to go to Neverland, and then her brothers wake up, she tells the boys, like, oh yeah, Peter's taking us to Neverland. And even in the Disney film, if you go back and look at it, Peter Pan stops them all and goes, us? Like, I didn't invite these two, I wanted to take you to Neverland, which I think is just such a great moment. But then, in perfect Peter Pan fashion, he decides, okay, we'll make a game out of it, and it's even better and more entertaining for him. And then you have this incredible hero element of Peter Pan. He literally wants to save the damsel in distress, and he has all his lost boys who he wants to take care of. And in my opinion, that comes from his origin, which is this running off to Neverland with Tinkerbell, and then when he returns and sees that his parents weren't there waiting for him, he was so sad that now he wants to take care of the kids that he feels like grown-ups don't do. And even literally in flying into battle to fight hordes of sword-wielding pirates to save his lost boys and save Wendy. And I think that's really why we all love Peter Pan so much, because he is a bit of a troublemaker and he is a bit of a hero. We find ourselves in Peter Pan in the way he wants to save the day, or in the way he wants to annoy his friends. We all want to be a hero, either in our field or to somebody or to our family, and yet that's a terrifying thing because maybe it means we have to grow up in order to do that. And I think what's so cool is that Peter Pan takes his fears and his excitements and everything and wraps it all around in this almost singular moment where he looks at it and goes, to live will be an awfully big adventure. And I couldn't agree more. She might be too small for flight.
But pixies don't make jet sounds.
This one does. What do you think? You're bored of this. Yeah, alright, you've had enough vlogging. Tune in tomorrow for better vlogs.